so it's soldered quite well and it looks okay. Well, I've just turned down a little shoulder on the grub screw which locks this little shaft in place. I don't know if you can see that. So it locks that little shaft in place in the outer case. Well, I'm ready to fit the internals now, and this is the main shaft, which I didn't replace the bushes in that gear there because it's spinning freely and it's reasonably tight in there, but I did make a new top hat bush for this side which fits in quite nicely now. It's taken up all that play I had. It's spinning nicely, very little play in that, so it's just a matter of rebuilding this. Going back in the same way, lace shaft first and then the main shaft. Well, as you can see, I've got most of the lace shaft in now with all the gears in the right place and the selector arm for the lace shaft is in place now, and I don't put this shaft in until I've built up this side, which I'll do right now. Right, that's both shafts in and both selectors are in the cam plate. Just a matter of popping this back in now. Don't know if you can see that, but there's a little groove in the end of that shaft for the grub chute to drop into, which I'll try and locate now. Okay, I've left the grub chute a bit long, just thinking about the next guy who's going to strip this gearbox in a few years' time maybe. And there's a shim goes on there, and there's also a shim goes on the main shaft there. And it's ready to put the outer case on now. Well, I've got everything back in place now and it's all lubed up, so hopefully for the last time I'll be putting the cases back on. And I've decided to make an extra couple of gaskets. I've got one decent one which is brand new actually, and I'm going to make a couple of spares. I'll do that right now. Well, I'm ready to punch out the holes now, and this punch is for the studs, and it's a smaller punch for the case, the outer case screws. I made these some time ago and they're a perfect fit for this gasket here. There's a spare one there, so I'll punch those out now. Well, I've faffed about with this for quite a while now, and with the help of some shims, I've turned a whole bunch of shims, different sizes. I've got the end float on the main shaft down to 4 or 5 thou. The lace shaft is a tiny bit more, but I can't measure that at the moment. But it feels like it's 5 or 6 thou, I guess. But I'm on the main shaft, I'm on to 4 or 5 thou. One of the problems I had was testing this shaft, this inner case here was never tightened up properly, which did affect the clearance. So I've made 4 of these little bushes, and this is tightened up, snugged up nice and tight now, as it would be on the gearbox. Well, as you can see, everything's spinning quite nicely there. They're the 4 little bushes are made to tighten the inner plate, inner casing, so they're tightened up together nicely now. So all that's left for me now is to sort out the kickstart and the gear change mechanism, and I'll be doing that now. I did, by the way, I went onto YouTube and I've looked up every video I could find on the rebuilding of these gearboxes, and some are better than others, but it's hard pressed to find anything showing what BSA recommend for these the end floats on these shafts. So I'm just hoping that it's all going to be fine, but only time will tell once it's on the bike and up and running. Well, the whole gearbox is built up now. That's neutral. It's selecting all the gears. That's first gear. It's back to neutral. Second, third, the top gear. Back to third. Second, that's neutral, and back to first again. So as you can see, all the gears are selecting nicely. I'm quite happy with that, and of course it all works a bit better when it's running on the bike and everything's rolling along, but I'm quite happy it's selecting all the gears and everything seems to be fine.